Vasudevaya. Narayanam namaskrityam naram chaiva narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tato jayam udiraye nashtaprayesho bhadresho nityam bhagavata sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtuki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shivas Adigaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. Dear devotees, you are welcome for morning Srimad Bhagvatam class at Sri Jaganatha Temple, ISKCON, Sashadipuram. We are discussing Bhagavatam from 5th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Is English okay? Is English class? Huh? If I say it's okay for everybody, okay. So, 5th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, the main subject matter of this canto is Sthana. One of the 10 subject matter of Bhagavatam, one is called Sthana. You know what are the 10 subject matter of Bhagavatam? Sarga, Visarga, Sthana, Poshana, Manavantara, Ishano Katha, Ashraya, Nirodha, Mukti. Right? So the Sthana means the geography and astronomy. Geography and astronomy. Bhugol, Kagol. There's the meaning of Sthan. The another word for Sthan in Srimad Bhagavatam is Vaikunta Vijay. Sthan means Vaikunta Vijay. So what it means is when there's a creation, which means Sarga and Visarga, primary and secondary creation, that there must be a place where the creation should take place. So the planetary systems where the different planets take place, or where the different type of creation take place. So this 5th canto is mainly discussing the subject matter of Sthana Leela. Is it okay? So for Sthana Leela in our Bhagavatam there are different islands, different varshas, different deepas, different islands, different deepa. So just to describe those different islands and different dvipa, which means island, and varsha means tract of land, how the islands are named. To narrate that story, the 5th canto has the genealogy or dynasty of elder son of Swayambhu Manu Priyavarta, because the islands are named after the son of Priyavarta. All the islands are named after the son of Priyavarta. So the dynasty of Priyavarta, the elder son of Swayambhu Manu, and a little description in the 4th canto 31 chapter, verse number 26 and 7, it says, elder son of Swayambhu Manu, Priyavrata Maharaj was residing at the ashram of Devrishi Narad and he was Naishtiki Brahmachari. This was the information in 4th canto. So now Parikshit Maharaj is asking question. So we are starting today the first chapter of the 5th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. And this chapter actually describes the dynasty of Maharaj Priyavrata. So first 4 verses, verse number 1 to 4. So the first 4 verses describe the question, the Parikshit Maharaj's question about Priyavrata's family entanglement or attachment. Why Priyavrata, who was already Naishtiki Brahmachari under the training of Devrishi Narad, how he entered into a household life. So first 4 verses are describing that in this chapter. Now we are reading today verse 1. Rajo Vacha Priyavarto Bhagavata Atma Rama Katham Mune Grihe Ramantayana Mulaha Karma Bandha Prabhavaha Rajo Vacha Priyavarto Bhagavata Atma Rama Katham Mune Grihe Ramatayana Mulaha Karma Bandha Prabhavaha Rajo Vacha Priyavarto Bhagavata Atma Rama Katham Mune Grahe Ramatayana Mulaha Karma Bandha Prabhavaha. Yes, please. Repeat. Hare Krishna. Please come front. Rajo Vacha
Priyavrto Bhagavata
Priyavarto Bhagavata
Rama Katham Mune
Rama Katham Mune
Ramatayan Mulaha
Ramatayan Mulaha
Bandha Parabhavaha
Karma Bandha Parabhavaha Rajo Vacha
Priyavrto Bhagavata
Priyavarto Bhagavata
Atma Rama Katham Mune
Atma Rama Katham Mune
Grihe Ramatayan Mula
Grahe Ramatayan Mula
Karma Bandha Prabhava
Karma Bandha Prabhava. Yes. Any Mataji? Rajo Vacha Priyavarto Bhagavata Atma Rama Katham Mune Grahe Ramatayan Mulaha Karma Bandha Parabhavaha. So Rajo Vacha means Maharaj Parikshit. These are the words of Maharaj Parikshit. And Maharaj Parikshit is asking question Priyavarto. Generally Priyavarta is the name of the elder son of Swayambhu Manu and Shatrupa. And how many sons Swayambhu Manu have?
2 sons, 1
2 sons. The younger's name is Uttanpad. Whole 4th canto describe the dynasty of Uttanpad. Uttanpad, Dhruva Maharaj, and then dynasty of Dhruva Maharaj, Pruthu Maharaj, Prachin, Bharit, Pracheta. This is all the dynasty of Uttanpada. And now the other son is Priya. Vart. Priya means dear. Vart means one who has a vow. The one whose vows are very dear to him, and he has a vow to remain Naistiki Brahmachari under Devrishi Narada. So his name is actually telling what was his determination about Vrata, which means vow, and Priya means dear. So Priya Varto Bhagavat Atmaram. The word is together, Bhagavat Atmaram. He was Bhagavatman, he was a great devotee. And Atmaram means he was already self-realized. He was relishing within the soul. Soul by nature is blissful. And one who relishes within the constitution of the soul is called Atmaram. He's a Bhagavat Atmaram. Krishna is a Atmaram, not Bhagavat Atmaram. He is Bhagavan Atmaram. And he's a Bhagavat Atmaram. There's a difference. When a devotee becomes self-realized, he's called Bhagavat Atmaram. But when Supreme Lord is addressed Atmaram, which means for Krishna, the Atma is Radha. And one who enjoys with Radha is Atmaram. So Krishna is Atmaram because he always Ramate with Radharani. There's another meaning of Atmaram for Krishna. But for the devotees, when they become Atmaram, it means they relish everything within. Within means by realizing the soul and its relationship with and the relationship of the soul with the super soul. And many very famous words about Atmaram, which is about devotees. Atmaramasta muneyo nirgrantha orukarma. This is the words describing Sukdev Goswami as the Atmaram, who was already Brahma realized, but he was attracted by the pastime of Supreme Lord. So this is Bhagavat. So Priyavat was Bhagavat Atmaram, means a devotee, self-realized devotee. In Bhagavad Gita, the word is there, some Atmaramo. Atmaneva Atma. In the second chapter, there are some verses. Those who are already self-realized, Sthit Pragya or something. There is something. They relish within Atma. They are enlightened within the Atma. The words are like there. So, that one who is relishing within the constitution of his soul is Sthit Pragya, means his intelligence is fixed on soul and super soul. So Bhagavato Atmaram means Priya Vart's qualification is Bhagavat Atmaram. So it means he is already self-realized. He is the higher grade of the devotees in a higher grade like Uttam Bhagavat. Then Katham, why? How? Mune is addressed to the Sukdev Goswami. Sukdev Goswami, how that Atmaram, Priyavarta Bhagavat, Grahe Ramate, how he entered into the household life and enjoying it. Grahe means household. Grahe means Grasta. Grahe means home. The one who lives with a wife and a home is called Grasta. So why he entered into the Grahe Ramate. Grahe Ramata. Ramata means enjoying within a household life. How come he nested brahmachari? Is a surprising question. Parikshit is asking how he entered into the household life. There are two disqualifications of household life here in this verse. Number one, Yanamula Karma Bandha. That household life is the root cause of bondage in fruitive activities. In household life, you have to work. You have to work, it means you have to work means you have to enjoy or suffer the result of the work, because every work has some result. So there's a one thing in household life is karma bandha. Second thing, parabhava. Parabhava means mission of human life is defeated. Parabhava means generally defeated. So one who enters into the household life, his mission of his mission of human life, which means self-realization, is defeated. So there's a one qualification of Maharaj Priyavart, there's a Bhagavad Atmaram, and there are two disadvantages of household life. That's this verses, this theme. Now, Yudhishthira Maharaj in 7th canto asking Dev Rishi Narad that Graha Mood Dhi, our intelligence is completely bound into the Graha Mood Dhi. Graha means household affairs and Dhi means intelligence, and mood means always completely engrossed, fixed on the household activities. So before we go to the purport and translation, I would like to ask one question in Bhagavad Gita. Is there something household life having some trouble? Bhagavad Gita, you have any words in your... I'm giving you a hint. Among the characteristic of the knowledge, gyaan, gaya, kshetra, gaya. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Welcome. Janma, mrityu, jara, vyadhi, dukh, doshanu, darshanam. What words after that? Please. What is that? Graha, Sutta, Graha, Adishu is there? Na ati asaktaha. Can you see this? So what I am just trying to make you, as you train, I want really to be trained how to study Bhagavatam. When you see this verse, at least Bhagavad Gita everybody knows. So you immediately, as you see whole Prabhupada's purports or talks, always he refer to Bhagavad Gita. Most of the time he quotes the verses of Bhagavad Gita to substantiate any statement, even in Bhagavatam and everywhere. So immediately you just try to find out is equal words something in Bhagavad Gita, because this is very easy for us to study because we already know that. So can you find this verse now? This must be verse 13. 13, maybe 11, 12, something like that. 8 to 12 verses. The characteristic of gyaan, in which the first word is amanitum, and in between are ani anasakta in a household life, right? In the purport, if you remember, because mostly these verses, if you preach to the congregation, they cannot digest these words because it says it is a root cause of bondage to the fruitive activities and defeat the mission of human life. It is really very, very alarming for the congregation. Can you see? Can you understand this? So immediately you solve their problem, make them relax to at least try to absorb the mood of Prabhupada. So immediately in that 13th chapter, Srila Prabhupada said, any householder, if he has 4 things in his house, he has a deity worship in the house, he cooks the bhoga for the deities and honor the prasad, he reads the revealed scripture, Gita, Bhagavatam, and he chant the holy name, then that house is not a problem. That house is like a Vaikuntha. Now, by giving this statement, you will at least relax those and make them really to at least open their mind to listen what is in the purport. You understand what I am saying? If your audience or congregation and you just outright say it is andhakupam, is a is a dark well, it is very difficult for them really to relate with, because they say it means we are useless. They cannot give it up overnight, a night. So at least you keep them at ease to absorb the message of Bhagavatam with a pleasant mood. It's now, you understand what is the grasta life is a problem if there are not 4 things in home. So Prabhupada used to say, our grastas, the Krishna conscious devotee grasta is as good as brahmachari, as good as sannyasi. He used to say like that. He said, they are not grasta, they are not graha medhi. Always there was a big, tough discussion on ISKCON about the brahmacharis, sannyasis and householders. This was a topic from Prabhupada's time, always there's fighting. So in Calcutta there was a much discussion going on this subject on the morning walk, and this sannyasis saying was, no, the household life, the ladies are the shackle in this material world. Prabhupada was listening when he came in the temple. The Matajis, they made the beautiful garland and they offered the garland to Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada said, they are not women, they are devotees. So you are discussing about the female in a material nature, in a material world, but our devotees, they are devotees, they are not male, they are not female. We are discussing the philosophy on the platform of soul, not on the body. You understand how Srila Prabhupada is the whole situation, that we don't see outer dress, we see the soul. So last night I was discussing this only Krishna consciousness movement is the movement which is based on the science of soul, beyond bodily concept. It's not a religion. It's not a religion. It's science of soul and science of love of God. So it accommodates all the religions. If people understand really this importance of the Krishna conscious movement, and first we realize that this movement is at this platform of soul, not the platform of body. Therefore, this is international society and all people from all walks has joined this movement, because this is intelligent people knows actually this is the need of the soul. So this is what I'm saying. When you see these words, how you immediately try to adjust the situation. Now I'm reading the translation by Srila Prabhupada for this verse. King Parikshat inquired from Sukdev Goswami. Muni is Sukdev Goswami. O great sage Muni, why did King Priyavrata, who was a great self-realized devotee of the Lord, great means Bhagavat, self-realized means Atmara, devotee of the Lord, remain in household life, Graha Ramata, which is the root cause of bondage of the karma, Moola karma bandha, fluid activity, and which defeat the mission of human life, Parabhava. Can you see all the words in the translation? This is another exercise you learn. Actually, you want to relish Bhagavat. Then you immediately see in translation the Sanskrit words, how Srila Prabhupada has put. Chakravarti Pad has translated this like this. Parikshat said, O sage Mune, how did the great devotee Katham Bhagavat and Atmaram Priyavarto Atmaram enjoyed household life, Graha Ramanta, which is cause of bondage to karma, karma bandha jana moola, and defeat even the pure soul, prabhava. Defeat even the pure soul. Pure soul means Bhagavad Atmaram. How is he was defeated? So it is direct question to the Parikshit. Now Srila Prabhupada's purport. In the fourth canto, Sukadeva Goswami explained that Narada Muni perfectly instructed King Priyavrata about the mission of human life. So in fourth canto, the Priyavrata was staying with Devrishi Narada, the greatest spiritual master, and he trained him as a Naistiki Brahmachari. And the importance of self-realization. Therefore, he was knowing the mission of human life. And what is the mission of human life? Prabhupada says, the mission of the human life is to realize oneself, number one, and then gradually, and oneself, and then gradually to go back home, get back to Godhead. And now you just meditate on these words. What is the mission of human life? Remember this forever. What is the mission of human life in this, what Prabhupada is saying? Number one, to realize the self. And number two, gradually having goal to go back home, back to Godhead. If I ask you this simple question, are you ever thinking of going back to Krishna? In your daily day activity, every day you think like that? No. Right? Huh? Why? Because we are not self-realized. Because after self-realization, one can gradually think of going back to Godhead. What is the easiest way for going to back to Godhead? You know this, but you have to tell me. What is the easiest way to go back to Godhead? What? Servant of the Krishna. This is very difficult. It's not easy. Even we are named Das, but we always say Prabhu. But we don't want to be servant, we want to be master. This is our disease. You all know this verse. Huh? Nirman Mohadit Sangdosha, you are saying this? Once Srila Prabhupada asked this question among his senior devotees, he said, which is the most important verse of Bhagavad Gita? Then they said many different. You tell, which is the most important verse of Bhagavad Gita? Manmana Bhagavan Bhakto Sarva Dharma Parityaja Dharma Kram Cha Me Divyam Evam Yuvati Tatu. This is the verse. This is the answer given by Prabhupada. And so now, what is the easiest way to go back to Godhead is? Janma karam cha me devyam evam yuveti tattvata tekta deham punar janma naiti mameti. So it's not very easy now. Now this line you can make people understand self-realization. What we can do that? We know the appearance and pastime of Krishna in essence. Then we can go back to Godhead. There's no doubt about it, right? This is a promise of Krishna, right? Now, how can we know the pastime and the appearance of Krishna in essence? How? From whom and by which process? Two questions. And then also you know. Tadvidi pranipatena pariprashnena sevya updekshanti te gyanam gyaninam tattva darshana. It means you have to approach the spiritual master who knows this tattva of appearance of Krishna and his pastime. So you can know this by approaching a bona fide. And which process the spiritual master should give that can make us understand the essence of appearance and pastime of Krishna? Shavana. Again, quote verse from Bhagavad Gita. And that verse must have tattva word. Go to 18th chapter. I'm just giving you a hint. What is the next verse after Brahma Bhuta?
Bhaktya mama pijana.
Bhaktya mama abhijanati yavan yastasma
Tatvata.
tattvata. It's only the devotion. Which devotion? After Brahma Bhuta. Now you read this word. Now you read this self-realization. Now you read this statement. After self-realization means after Brahma Bhuta stage. You can go back to Godhead. It means then you can know the appearance and pastime of Krishna in his sense. Can you correlate these together? Now in these two lines, you can, when Srila Prabhupada is writing these two lines, all these verses are in his thought in his background. When he's writing this, what it means. Self-realization means Brahmabhuta. And how can one reach to the Brahmabhuta stage? Avicharena. Avicharena.
Brahma bhuya kalpa.
Bhakti yogena.
Sevate.
How one can go beyond three modes of material nature? Huh? Avicharena bhakti yogena sagunan samataitan brahma bhuyaya kalpate. Only by analyzed devotional service one can transcend through modes of material nature and reach to the stage of self-realization or Brahmabhuta. And that Brahmabhuta stage, after that stage actually devotion starts. Huh? Mamcha Vyacharana Bhakti Yogena Sasagunan. This is what I'm saying. So to know Krishna's birth and activities in this sense means one has to transcend three modes of material nature. Only then you can know. And three modes of material nature can only be one can go beyond three modes of only by devotional service. Then one will be self-realized as a Brahmabhuta. And then he can understand the appearance and pastime of Krishna in his sense. And then he will go back to Godhead. Now if I read these two lines, can you put all these things together? Then it means now you understand. This is statement you cannot understand how practically it is applied. Can you understand now it is practically how it applies? I am reading the same statement now. Now you think how you see it like this. Okay. Srila Prabhupada. The mission of the human life is to realize oneself. Now what is in your mind? Brahmabhuta. And then gradually go back home, back to Godhead. Means to know the appearance and pastime of Krishna is in this sense. Is right? Now it makes sense? Now when you read this, you know how to do this. And just simply reading it, you never think of this, what it was, human mission. Never stick in your mind. Now you know what is the process of achieving this. And it's not difficult. Next. Since Narada Muni instructed the king, means Priyavrata, fully on this subject, why did he again enter household life, which is the main cause of material bondage? Maharaj Parikshit was greatly astonished that King Priyavrata remained in household life, especially since he was not only a self-realized soul, but also a first-class devotee. Bhagvat Atmaram. Right? These are the two words Prabhupada is explaining. Bhagvat Atmaram. A devotee actually has no attraction for household life. Are you devotee? Now you listen to this statement. A devotee is a singular. It's not devotees. A devotee actually has no attraction for household life. You can write this sentence: a devotee has no attraction for household life. But why actually word is there? But when Prabhupada put a word, it has a meaning. A sentence is it's complete. a devotee has no attraction for household life. But why actually it says? It means the devotee may be living in household life, but actually he is not attached. Can you see this? This word actually explains that, like Prabhupada writes, one who is actually initiated by a bona fide spiritual master. He said, one who is actually initiated by a bona fide spiritual. You can write one is initiated by a spiritual master is enough. But why he put actually and bona fide? Because there are many people that they are initiated, but they are not actually initiated. It means they are not actually following the rules and regulations. So the word actually means he may be living in household life. Like 12 Mahajan, out of the 12 Mahajans, 6 Mahajans, more than 6 are Grasthas, right? What are the 12 Mahajans? Name? Swayambhu. Swayambhu means Manu. Is a householder? Yes, Swayambhu. Narad is Brahmachari. Huh? Who? Shambhu is Grastha. Shambhu is Parvati, right? And as a family. Okay, next one. Janak is Grastha. Bali is Grastha. Prahlad is Grastha. Then Bhisham is Brahmachari. So they are not actually attracted to the household life. They live in household life but not actually attracted. Can you see, do you understand the language? They can live in household life but is not attracted to household life. Their goal is to serve Krishna, but now instead of one, they are two serving Krishna together. Prabhupada said, if you are married, you don't think your wife is your servant, but you both are servant of Krishna. You both work, serve Krishna. That is the meaning of household life. That how can we both together serve Krishna? It's not your servant. It's not for your enjoyment. You both are for enjoyment of Krishna. So this actually word is important. Is it now, its actually word is clear? So a devotee actually has no attraction. It looks like he's attracted, but he's not actually attracted. But surprisingly, King Priyavrata enjoyed household life very much. One may argue, why is it wrong to enjoy household life? And so on. The reply is that in household life, one becomes bound by the result of fruitive activities. The sense of household life is sense enjoyment. And as long as one engrosses his mind in working hard for sense enjoyment, one becomes bound by reaction of fruitive activities. This ignorance of self-realization is the greatest defeat in the human life. So now Srila Prabhupada has explained the two words, to fault in household life. Number one, bondage by fruitive activities and defeating the mission of human life. That is what in the verse Prabhupada has explained that section now. Because he has to work hard to maintain his family. There's another word for family life. Yes, Kutamba. You know Kutamba. Kutamba means Kut. Kut means actually cheating. Kutniti. You know Kutniti? Kutinati. You know Kutinati? Same word is Kut. And Amba, Kutamba. It means if you have family life, then you have to even use wrong means to maintain family. And this word was used by Bhisham Dev and told Krishna, you considered the chariot of Arjuna as your family and you protected that chariot by any means. You understand? You did even something which are apparently not moral, but because you have to protect that chariot because you consider Kutamba, Rakta Kutambakam. You see the Bhisham Sastuti? The word Kutumb is there. It means in family life, everybody has to maintain to the family. And for that he has to work hard. When he works, then he has to face the result, which is natural. In household life, there are 5, every day there are 5 murders of the insects, living entities, when cleaning, when washing, when cooking, when sorting out the grains. So there are 5 yajna every household to do every day. The Atati yajna, Pitra yajna, Dev yajna, Bhut yajna, Rishi yajna. These everybody has to do. Before people used to do, now nobody is doing anything. So they are implicated in mesh of the fruitive work, and they have to suffer. After they have to do karma, and what is the definition of karma? Kim karma uchyate? This is a question in Bhagavad Gita. What is the answer? Bhuta bhava udbhava kara. Bhuta bhava udbhava kara. One who forces you to accept the body is called karma. Is it working? There's no light. So it's okay. So now we are going to the ignorance. The human form of life is specially meant for getting out of the bondage of fruitive activities. But as long as one is forgetful of his life's mission and acts like an ordinary animal, eating, sleeping, marrying, and defending, he must continue his conditional life of material existence. Such life is called Swarupa Vismriti. So this is the one Sanskrit word you learned today. Swarupa Vismriti. Swarup means constitutional position. Vismriti means forgetfulness. We are forgetful of our constitutional position. Swarupa Vismriti. It's called Swarup Vismriti, forgetfulness of one's real constitutional position. How do you think how many people on the planet are aware of their constitutional position? Maybe 0.000000. You can count for zeros maybe one day, and then you put 1. That many people are actually aware of their constitutional position. Is right? Jivera Swarupa Krishna Nitya Das is the constitutional position. Right? So people are not aware of their so they have a Swarupa Vismriti. They are forgetfulness of their constitutional position. Okay. Therefore, in Vedic civilization, one is trained in the very beginning of the life as brahmachari. A brahmachari must execute austerities and refrain from sex indulgence. Therefore, if one is completely trained in the principle of brahmachari, he generally does not enter household life. He is then called Naistiki brahmachari, which indicate total celibacy. Our Bhakti Vinod is Naistiki brahmachari.
Nice strict brahmachari.
Huh?
Nice strict brahmachari.
Nice?
Nice strict brahmachari.
Not stick brahmachari. Naistiki brahmachari means not stick brahmachari. Anyway, for as long as for more than 30 years, I am seeing him like, keeping the saffron cloth and really living a quite austere
Part
life.
of the illusion of the material world.
Huh?
Part of the illusion of the material world.
Anyway, only brahmachari has one sense enjoyment, prasad. and nothing else. So, this type, there are some in ISKCON, Srila Prabhupada, ISKCON, there are, maybe you can count in hundreds, there are Naistiki brahmacharis after they join movement. Because Prabhupada writes, there's no brahmachari in the Kali Yuga, because nobody is trained from the beginning. But when they join movement, some of them continue the brahmachari life. And Prabhupada was, his saying was, I want my all boys to remain brahmachari, and I want my all female students to marry. How can that happen? All students should remain brahmachari, and all girls should marry. How can that happen? He said, every girl must marry, and all students should stay brahmachari. This is what Prabhupada said, what it actually means is, the devotee should marry somebody and make him devotee, so we can increase devotee community. It's not that the girls should only hunt on the devotee, they are brahmacharis, but they should make other devotees and bring in the Krishna consciousness. That is the best way that girls should marry. What do you think? Huh? And the whole problem is, in ISKCON I have a daughter, so how can I get a devotee husband? It means you pull some brahmachari and make him girls. That's what you mean.
Nowadays, very few boys become brahmachari. So
Huh?
Nowadays, only few boys become brahmachari. So we have enough working people to get married. They are not getting a girl only.
Those they are getting married?
There are
Shortage of girls.
Yeah, they're laughing. What actually said? Maybe I'm hearing a little less.
But what I said, Tori, that we have enough working devotees.
We have enough working devotees.
Who want to get married. But
They want to get married.
So very few want to become brahmacharis now.
Huh.
So very now becoming brahmachari has become quite less as compared to before.
Yes, because now our ideals are, I don't want to name anybody, but our ideals are who have 5-star standard of devotional life. Huh? They need a big car, they need 2, 3, 4 telephones, they need, they are our idols, they are our leaders now. That's the problem. Save except Bhanu Swami or some 2, 3, we don't find really austere person in the society, practically speaking. What do you think?
Mobile, automobile key, credit card. Right? And then one more thing is that.
They don't have word, but they but they have a card.
Mobile, automobile, credit card, and I think some more.
But the point I'm saying is a very, Prabhupada said like that, it means actually we should preach more and get the good person to become a devotee. The girl should be married to the people who can be potential devotee in the future, rather than those who are committed in the temple as a brahmachari, and they should be spared because they are rare people on the planet. Don't disturb them, otherwise there will be scarcity of the devotees in the future on the planet. So let us continue to finish this purport quickly. A brahmachari must execute austerities and refrain from sex interval, and therefore one who is completely trained in the principle of brahmacharya, he generally does not enter household life. He is called Naistiki brahmachari, which indicates the total celibacy. King Parikshit was thus astonished that the great King Priyavrata, although trained in the principle of Naistiki brahmachari, entered household life. The word Bhagavat Atmaram is very significant in this verse. If one is self-satisfied, as is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he is called Bhagavat Atmaram. Definition of Bhagavat Atmaram: one who is satisfied like Supreme Lord. So because the word Atmaram is for Supreme Lord, because he is self-satisfied. Anybody who is self-satisfied in his soul is called Bhagavat Atmaram. Bhagavatam. There are different types of satisfaction. Karmis are satisfied in their fruitive activities. They are called Indriya Ramo. Atma, no, not Atma Ramo, Indriya Ramo. And Bhagavad Gita has the word Indriya Ramo. Find out this word in Bhagavad Gita, Indriya Ramo. They are always engaged in the enjoying their senses, Indriya Ramo. And the devotees are Atmaram. Atmaram and Indriyaram are opposite words. So, their karmis are satisfied in their food activities, jnanis are satisfied in merging in the effulgence of Brahma, and the devotees are satisfied in engage in the Lord's service. The Lord is self-satisfied because he is fully opulent, and one who is satisfied by serving him is called Bhagavat Atmaram. So when Prabhupada is writing this, karmis, jnanis, what actually he means? Is something in his mind? Bhukti, Mukti, Siddhi, Shakale Ashant, Krishna Bhakta, Nishkam, Ateva Shant. So their satisfaction is in these things. Yogi Prabhupada is not used here. So the Lord is satisfied because he is fully opulent with 6 opulences. And one who is satisfied by serving him is called Bhagavat Atmaram. Now, how many Bhagavat Atmaram is there? Prabhupada's mind, there's a question in his mind. So he just quote the verse from Bhagavad Gita. Manushyanam Sahasreshu. One of many thousand of person, one may endeavor for liberation. And of the many thousand of person attending to become liberated, one may achieve liberation from the anxieties of material existence and become self-satisfied or Atmaram. Even that satisfaction, however, is not the ultimate satisfaction. The jnanis and karmis have desires, as do the yogis, but the freedom from desire, devotees have no desire. Satisfaction in the service of the Lord is called akama, freedom from desire. And this is the ultimate satisfaction. Therefore, Maharaj Parikshit inquired, how could one who was fully satisfied on the highest platform be satisfied with family life? So what Prabhupada has written here is Bhukti Mukti Siddhi. This verse he has quoted. Can you see this verse he has quoted? And because devotee is akam, ateva shanta. The word akam is used for the devotee. So this whole verse is parallel. This is another way when you read Prabhupada's purport, immediately you search which verse Prabhupada quoted, from where he quoted. This your search will make you really make you feel that you are reading the purport with understanding. This verse is very clear, everybody can see if you look like that. Now, the word prabhavaha in this verse is also significant. When one is satisfied in family life, he is doomed because he must already have forgotten his relationship with the Lord. Prahlad Maharaj described how the activities of family life implicate one more and more. Atma patam graha andhakupam. Household life is like a dark well. If one fall into this well, his spiritual death is assured. How Priyavrata Maharaj remained a liberated Paramhans even within the family life is described in the text 23rd of this chapter. So actually world is because he is liberated in a family life. Now Chakravarti writes few lines. In the first chapter, this first chapter describes how Priyavrata, following the order of the Brahma, ruled the kingdom, and then after giving it up, attained the Supreme Lord. Hearing that, the Priyavrata first renounced and then accepted material enjoyment from the 4:31, 26, 27. Parikshit was surprised. He thus asked a question. He was a devotee and a Atmaram like you, means Sukadev. How could he enjoy family life, which is the cause, Janamula, of bondage to the karma and defeat even the pure person like him? Then there are other sandarbhs. Devotee is not a devotee. This is a other thought. Devotee is not a devotee because of his ashram. one is in, but because of being absorbed in Krishna. So this statement is very important. You remember, it's 55 minutes, not 1 hour yet. So we are within time, though we are late. Devotee is not devotee because he is in some ashram. Devotee is devotee because how much he is absorbed in service of Krishna. So, one's absorption in Krishna is the criteria for calling somebody devotee rather than an ashram. Is it okay now? Any question or comment? We have finished the first verse. The 4 verses are like that. So I think we can continue 2-3 days these verses. No question? Already we are late for Prasan. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Shri Bhagavatam ki jai. Shri Prabhupada ki jai. No question. Means you understood everything or you have not understood anything. That's one which used to teach.